Requested videos. Let's talk about conditionals in this video today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, like I said in the intro kanina, we're going to talk about conditionals in this video. But before we do that, just a quick little plug if you want to help support this channel or a cause to democratize education in the Philippines. One of the ways that you can do that is to be a channel member. Find out more about that by clicking on the I button right here and watching that video, or you can find yung join button beside yung subscribe button sa baba if you're interested to find out more. Alright? Thank you sa mga channel members natin. Thank you for keeping the channel afloat, lalo na sa mga downtimes natin. Thank you for all your support, and thank you for helping me help more people through our projects. And now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to jump into our discussion. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so ito yung discussion natin ng conditionals. We're going to talk about the 4 kinds or types or levels. And ang goal lang natin ngayon is to give you an overview ng kung ano yung itsura nila, to give you a bit of a feeling kung kailan sila ginagamit. We're going to talk about the structure, and ang goal natin is for you to be able to adapt something na pwede mong i-turn into different kinds or levels ng conditionals, and for it to work. Okay? But don't worry if medyo naguguluhan kayo or parang bitin kayo dun sa bawat uri ng conditional, kasi we're going to have a separate video discussing yung isa-isa sa kanila. Okay? So again, overview lang. Meron tayong 4 na kinds ng conditionals. We have the zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. Okay? So again, zero, first, second, and third. Now, you can think of it as levels ng kung gaano kataas yung likelihood na maging totoo siya o totoo siya. Okay? We'll start with the zero conditional. Pag zero conditional, ginagamit natin ito if something is always true. If it's a fact, if it's a habit, again, lagi siya nangyayari, laging totoo. Okay? Kumbaga, 100% of the time, it's going to happen. Okay? So, zero doubt conditional, para madaling tandaan. Zero doubt. It's always true. Now, ang structure niya goes like this. You have the if. Okay? So, the word if plus, lalagdagan mo siya ng present simple. Tapos, you have a comma. Ito na lang yung ginamit ko, yung parang half circle para dun sa comma. And then, yung present simple uli. Okay? And that's the end of the structure. Now, an example would look like this. Sabi niya, if I hear a joke, I laugh. Okay? So again, this is something na always true for the person speaking. Habit niya to, na tuwing nakakarinig siya ng magandang joke, tumatawa siya. Okay? So again, it's always true. Now, dito ko na rin isisingit na pwede actually baliktarin yung mga conditional na mga sentences. We'll talk about that again sa individual na lang para hindi masyadong magulo at sabay-sabay sa isang topic. Pero sa zero conditional specifically, you can actually trade if for when. Now, bakit ganon? Kasi, ano ba pinagkaiba ng if at saka ng when? Ang if ay kapag. Okay? Ibig sabihin may kailangan mangyari or parang hindi pa siya absolutely true. Pero pag sinabi mo ng when, ibig sabihin it's all a matter of time. Mangyayari talaga siya. Okay? So, parang stronger yung dating niya. So, when I hear a good joke, I laugh. Ang ibig sabihin, every time I hear a good joke, automatic yon, I laugh. Okay? Now, if medyo nabitin kayo dun sa if and when natin na discussion, we have a full video. Ililink ko na lang din dito if you're watching this on YouTube. Okay? Sa I button. Kasi meron tayong video nun if or when. Okay? Or kung or kapag. Now, dito tayo sa first conditional. Sa first conditional naman, ginagamit natin ito if we're talking about a possible condition or possible action. Tapos, meron siyang kasunod na probable na result or resulta, outcome nung condition or action na yon. Okay? Now, a better way to look at things would be to look at the structure. You have if pa rin, plus a present simple na statement, sabihin na lang natin na gano'n, or clause, comma, and then you have your will na word, and then dadagdagan mo siya ng infinitive. Okay. Now, kung medyo naguluhan, ano ba yung present simple? Meron tayong full discussion din na rin sa tenses. So, inisa-isa na natin. Compare na rin natin. Pinakita ko rin sa inyo iba-ibang structure. Yung about present simple, ililink ko na lang dito sa taas sa I button. Okay? Now, pagdating sa first conditional, it can look something like this. And we're going to use the same parang vein nung statement na yon. Kanina, sabi natin kapag zero conditional, if I hear a good joke, I laugh. Anong pinagkaiba ng zero sa first? Magkahawig sila, pero ang lalagay natin is yung word na will. Kasi ito ay probable result, ibig sabihin mangyayari pa lang. Ibig sabihin, ang gusto kong sabihin dito, and again, this is just one of the sabihin na purposes ng first conditional, is to say na, alam mo, kung bibigyan mo ko ng magandang joke, tatawa ko in the future. Mangyayari to. Definitely tatawa ko. Pero, meron na siyang kaunting caveat or may kaunti ng requirement, which is kung makakarinig ako ng good joke. Okay? So, you're not just stating a fact. You are saying na parang, sige, pag binigyan mo ako ng magandang joke or nagbiro ka ng maganda, I will laugh. Tatawa ko. Okay? So, again, may difference na sa feeling dun sa zero conditional. Kasi yung kanina, statement lang or fact lang siya. Now, sa second conditional, this is when things start to get a little bit tricky. Bakit? Kasi ang second conditional ginagamit natin, if something is impossible now and also unlikely in the future, or kung basically nagpapayo ka na dapat ito yung ginawa mo Parang ganon. Okay? So, ang structure niya goes like this. You have your if plus a past simple uli na clause or statement. Tapos meron kang comma, meron kang would, and then an infinitive. Now, anong magandang example dyan? Again, same na parang spirito yung ginagamit natin sa bawat sentence, no? Or same types of words. Pero iniiba natin to fit the kind ng conditional. Sabi dito, if I heard a good joke, kasi again, past simple na yung pinag-uusapan natin. Again, I'll link yung discussion natin on past tenses dito, ha. Ang past simple, ibig sabihin nangyari na siya sa nakaraan. Simpleng-simple lang, nangyari siya sa nakaraan. If you underline, I heard a good joke, that is an entire sentence in itself, and it's something that happened in the past. Okay? Hindi nagpapatuloy hanggang ngayon, hindi tumakbo for some time at huminto in the past. It just was one moment in the past, nangyari na. Okay? So, if I heard a good joke, tapos ito na yung kasunod, I would laugh. Okay? So, again, imposible nang, in this case, imposible na mangyari ngayon, no? Tapos na nangyari na nga in the past. Parang, alam mo kung nakarinig ako ng magandang joke, tatawa ako Parang kung nakarinig sana ako ng joke dati, tatawa ako. Pero now, dito na magkakaroon ng konting, paghihiwalay yung Filipino language at English language. If you notice, I could say the exact same thing in Filipino, pero nag-iiba na ng feeling or na tatamaan niya na yung sinasabi natin dito sa conditionals na to. Kaya pag sinabi ko na, kung makakarinig ako ng magandang joke, tatawa ako. Kung nakarinig ako ng magandang joke, tatawa ako. So, maliliit lang talaga yung mga differences niya. Okay? But in English, ito yung structure that we follow. So, you just basically have to remember that and be familiar with it. Okay? Now, next, we have the third conditional. This naman happens if it's something that definitely didn't happen and idadagdag natin yung ano kaya yung nangyari. Kung nangyari yung something na, again, hindi nga nangyari. So, there's a feeling of, parang regret ng kaunti. It's something na hindi mo na mababago kasi nga hindi na talaga siya nangyari. Parang kung ganito sana, di sana ganito. Okay? Ganun yung dating niya. Parang kung ito yung ginawa or ito yung nangyari in the past, sana ito yung nangyari. Okay? Ito yung sana feeling. Pero hindi na pwedeng mangyari talaga. Okay? So, for example, ito yung structure natin, if plus, and then you have past perfect. Again, something na nangyari in the past. A comma. And then you have your would. Pero hindi lang basta would, lalagyan mo po siya ng have. So, would have, and then your past participle. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nito kapag may past participle din yung verb natin, yun yung gagamitin natin sa kanya. For example, this sentence right here, again, following pa rin yung structure nung dati. Convert natin siya sa third conditional which will change the meaning. Sabi, if I had heard a good joke, I would have laughed. So, kung i-imagine natin yung sitwasyon, yung unang-unang nangyari sa zero conditional, sinasabi niya lang na yun ang laging nangyayari sa kanya. Sa pangalawa, sinasabi niya, or parang dinadare ka niya na, sige, biruin mo ko na maganda para tumawa naman ako. So, again, it's parang anticipation of the future. Sa second conditional, ano na siya? Parang wala na, hindi nangyari. Probably hindi na rin mangyayari yung kasunod, no? So may onti na parang medyo lumipas yung opportunity o kaya again kailangan baguhin. Pero yung third conditional is a totally different level kasi again, parang may feeling na ng regret. Alam mo, parang sinasabi mo na, alam mo, kung nung nangyari yon, as in nung gabi, maybe 3 days ago, kung nakarinig ako ng magandang joke, tatawa naman sana ako eh. Kaya lang hindi. Okay? So again, it's something that didn't happen and what could have happened kung nangyari yon in the past. But again, there's basically no, sabihin natin, parang no hope in the future na. Kasi tapos na eh. If I had heard a good joke, I would have laughed. But I didn't. I didn't laugh because I did not hear a good joke. Ganun yung feeling niya. Okay? So again, ito yung apat. Again, it's an oversimplification. We're just running through itong apat na to na structures. But I hope nararamdaman nyo yung pagkakaiba nila at the very least. And you see yung mga kailangan idagdag or baguhin. Kasi we're going to have our quick quiz sa 4 kinds of conditionals. And ang challenge sa inyo is, I will give you a statement and then you have to convert it or turn it into the different kinds ng conditionals. So, bibigyan ko kayo ng statement na in 0 conditional. Tapos, gagawin niyo yung first, gagawin niyo yung second, and third. Alright? And if you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. So, ito yung statement natin. Again, 0 conditional. If I love someone, I try to understand him. Again, statement of fact. Totoo to. At least para sa speaker or sabihin ko na para sa akin. So, if I love someone, I try to understand him. Walang exceptions. Okay? Now, first conditional. Now, again, kapag first conditional na, simple, present pa rin, pero meron ng will. Okay? Dun sa kasunod. Okay? So, this will be, and I hope tama kayo, if I love someone, I will try to understand him. Okay? So, anong pinagkaiba? Again, very simple. You have the will. Okay? As the first part nung second na pinaka-half nung sentence. Okay? Now, yung second na conditional tayo. Okay? Again, same thing, loving someone and trying to understand him. Ano mangyayari? Ganito siya. If I loved someone, I would try to understand him. Bakit? Kasi again, yung first part magiging simple past na siya. So, yung love magiging loved. If I loved someone, tapos yung will magiging would, basically. Okay? So, I would try to understand him. Okay? Kasi ang structure natin is if past simple, comma, would, and then yung infinitive. Now, third. Pag third kind na conditional or third level, ang gagawin na natin is this, no? Masahaba siya. And it will actually change yung feeling. Again, nung conditional natin. If I had loved someone, I would have tried to understand him. Okay? So again, tapos na, lipas na, okay? Parang may kaunting, parinig ng kaunti pasaring or parang it's something na again, hindi na nangyari in the past. So if I had loved someone, ito sana yung nangyari. I would have tried to understand him. Okay? So I hope you got yung structure right. If you're off by a few words or namali lang na pag-convert ng tense, that's okay. You can try again. And again, we'll be posting more examples naman din. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can check out yung aking Instagram stories. That's where I post the quick quizzes. And of course, you can follow at Team Laika din. It's on Instagram then. It's another separate account where we post yung mga throwback questions. And of course, updates sa mga ganap natin sa mga webinars na libre. We're going to have a lot of workshops in the future. So, dun nyo siya abangan. And if you're on TikTok, you can follow me at Team Laika on TikTok for the math and English videos. We also have quick quizzes then with explainers and full lessons ng mga topics na feeling ko masyadong simple para gawing full YouTube video. And of course, at Laika Moravilla naman for the more personal videos, mga motivational tips, advice, reaction videos, and of course, yung ano ba, fun na rin. So that's where I get to be creative sometimes. Alright, see you online. Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends and mag-exam din sila. That way, yung sarami tayong matutulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers that I made, join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlaika for more information. You can also visit our merch shop, sa shop.teamlaika.com, to get shirts like this, yung trying hard shirt natin, or the other designs that I made for this team. Salamat sa mga bumili na, sa mga bibili pa lang, maraming salamat din. And thank you again for helping me keep the lights on, sabihin na lang natin. Okay? Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell icon. Marami pa tayong mga lessons na paparating. And as we always say sa channel na to, never stop learning. Adja, kain yan. I'll see you in my next video. And bye for now. Some or none. When do you use those words? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any from my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, like I said in the intro kanina, today we're going to talk about the differences between all, most, some, and none at kailan sila ginagamit sa sentence. This is actually very important kasi I feel kailangan ko siya pag-usapan natin kasi ang dami na nag-request sa akin sa comments, and that is the reason why I'm making this. So if you have your own request, don't forget to comment sa baba para maipila ko yan sa mga susunod pa nating mga videos, okay? Now, just a quick little plug if you're not yet familiar with her Facebook page. Doon ako nagpo-post ng mga updates, ng mga free resources, and all of yung mga news sa ating team and sa ating mga ginagawa. You can go to www.facebook.com/teamlaika to follow that page, message us there. Also, if you are interested to get yung ating mga reviewers or join yung ating online or live review events. Alright? Now that we have that out of the way, dito na tayo sa discussion. Ano nga ba pinagkaiba ng all, most, none, at some, at kailan sila ginagamit? Let's talk about that. I'm going to switch over to my PC. I'll see you in a bit. Now, following yung trend na sinasagot ko, yung mga tanong na pinapost niyo sa comment section at yung mga topics na nire-request niyong gawan ko ng video, we are going to talk about almost, some, and none. Now, some of you may find this really easy, pero again, the fact na marami ang nagre-request proves na marami pa rin ang naguguluhan dito. So, if you don't find this challenging enough, you can find another video sa aking channel. Now, isa-isahin natin ito. I'm going to try to make this as visual as possible para mas madali ninyong matandaan. And then at the end, of course, we have our quick quiz. Okay? Now, we have this drawing right here. Ginawa ko rin siya by myself. Kasi just a quick little side note for those of you who are interested in making your own content pagdating sa YouTube. Make sure that you use all of your own stuff, lalo na kung gusto nyo i-monetize yung content ninyo para hindi kayo ma-charge ng copyright infringement. We're going to talk more about that sa ating Educational Content Creator Series. Dito sa aking channel, yung ating Learn to Teach na series. So, if you're interested doon, ililink ko na lang din sa taas, dun sa I button right there. Okay? Now, let's start with the word all. Ginagamit natin yung all if each and every item or person, kung ano man yung pinag-uusapan, fits the description. So, ibig sabihin nun, lahat dun sa drawing, lahat dun sa grupo, lahat sa klase, o kung ano man yung dinidescribe, ay nag-fit dun sa description na yon. Again, you only use the word all kapag lahat talaga. So, 100% ng mga participants. So, let's take this sentence. Sabi niya, blank, the cars are facing right. So, tingnan natin yung mga kotse. Lahat ba sila nakaharap sa right? Okay. Ito yung wiper niya, nandito sa right lahat, no? So, ibig sabihin, all of these cars are facing right. So, all the cars are facing right, pwede. All of the cars are facing right, pwede rin. Now, I will make a video na lang na separate dito about kung kailan ginagamit yung all cars, tsaka all of the cars in the future. So, again, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe na lang. Now, let's move on to the next word, which is yung most. Ginagamit naman natin yung most if the number of items or people who fit the description is greater than those who don't. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin nun, yung dinidescribe natin ay higit kesa dun sa mga hindi qualified. Dito sa sentence na ito, sabi, blank of the cars are red. So, ibig sabihin ito, gagawin mo dahil marami kang kotse dun sa grupo, to check kung pwede mong gamitin yung most, you will have to start counting. Makikita natin dito, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cars na red. Okay, 5 ang pula. Na ang total number ng kotse ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, ibig sabihin, ang mga kotse na pula ay 5 over 9. So, pag sinabi nating most again, mas marami yung nag-fit sa description kesa sa hindi. 5 out of 9 na kotse ay pula, ang natitira ay 4 over 9 lang. So, mas marami yung pula kaysa sa hindi pula. So, if you think about it, ang most is dapat mas higit sa 50%. Pero, hindi lahat. Kasi nga, meron din namang mga kotse na hindi naman pula. So, this sentence works. Most of the cars are red. Kasi, mas marami ang pula kaysa sa hindi pula. Yung sum naman, okay, ay if the number of items or people who fit the description is less than those who don't. Ibig sabihin nun, kabaliktaran siya ng most. Ang sum, ginagamit natin siya kung yung mga nag-fit sa description ay mas kaunti kesa dun sa mga hindi nag-fit sa description. Let's take the sentence. Sabi niya, blank of the cars are yellow. Again, magbibilang tayo. Ilan ba ang dilaw na kotse? You have 1, 2, 3. So, 3, nung mga kotse, 3 ang yellow. E ilan ang hindi yellow? Again, dahil meron tayong 9 na kotse, 3 ang yellow, 6 out of 9 ang hindi yellow. Ibig sabihin, mas marami ang hindi nag-fit sa description kaysa dun sa mga pumasok sa description. So, ang gagamitin natin dito ay sum. Some of the cars are yellow. Kasi again, mas konti ang yellow kaysa sa hindi yellow. Kung nagkataon na mas marami siya, we will have to use most. Now, a bit of a qualifier din dito, kapag isa lang ang pinag-uusapan, for example, pinag-uusapan natin yung green car, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na some of the cars are green. Bakit? Kasi isa lang ang kotse na green. So, kung isa lang siya, instead of some, most, or all, ang sasabihin lang natin ay one. Kasi literal na isa lang siya. So, one of the cars is green. Okay? Now, note then, ang ginamit natin ay is instead of are, at ang dahilan doon ay kasi isa lang nga yung pinag-uusapan. Segue natin dun sa susunod na word which is none. Pag sinabi naman natin none, ibig sabihin nun, not even one of the items or people fit the criteria. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi pwede na may kahit isa sa kanila na pumasok sa description. So, kapag none, tandaan nyo, no one or not even one. Not one. So, 0. Sa sentence na ito, sabi, blank of the cars is purple. Natitinan natin yung mga kotse. Meron ba kahit isa dyan ang purple? Wala. So, dahil wala or 0 out of 9, ang purple, ibig sabihin, you can use none. None of the cars is purple. Again, quick side note sa ating subject-verb agreement, is ang nakalagay. Bakit is? Kasi wala ngang pumasok sa description. So, tandaan natin kapag none or one, you can use is. Kapag more than that, if you use some, most, or all, at plural ang hinahati, ang ginagamit natin is are. I actually discussed that in my video, yung subject-verb agreement. So, if you haven't seen that video yet, ililink ko na lang dito sa I button dito. Panoorin nyo na lang, doon ko mas in-explain yung rules when it comes to that. Okay? Now, again, all kapag lahat, most kapag mas marami ang pasok kaysa sa hindi, some kapag mas konti ang pumasok sa standards at mas marami ang hindi, and then none kapag wala. Now that we have that discussion, meron na tayong room for our quick quiz. Again, pipiliin nyo lang kung anong gagamitin, all, most, some, or none. If you're using your phone, it may be a little bit challenging kasi siniksik ko lahat ng questions sa isang frame. Pero that's because I want you to be able to practice this ng marami tayong mga sample questions. Okay? So if you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. So, ito yung ating questions. Yung una, sabi niya, blank of the cars are green. Again, magbibilang tayo dito. Ang meron tayong total na kotse dito sa ating parking lot ay 12. Okay, so 12 cars ang total. Tapos, ilan ang green? Ang green natin na kotse ay 1 and 2. So, we have 2 cars na green. 2 out of 12. Mas marami ang hindi green kaysa sa green. Kaya ang gagamitin natin ay some. Some of the cars are green. Okay? Now, next naman, ito sabi, blank of the purple cars are facing left. So again, ang pinag-uusapan nito are only the purple cars. At dapat nakaharap daw sa left. Titingnan natin sila. We have this. Nakaharap ba siya sa left? Yes. Ito, nakaharap ba siya sa left? Yes. Ito, nakaharap din siya sa left. Wala naman ng ibang purple car. Lahat sila naka-face ng left. So, ibig sabihin, ang tamang sagot dito ay all. All of the purple cars are facing left. Now, number 3, sabi, blank of the blue cars have their headlights on. Now, dito na kailangan yung mga matanglawin dyan. Kasi makikita natin, may mga ibang kotse na nakabukas ang ilaw. Naka-yellow yung kanilang headlights, like this green car right here. Kaya lang, pinag-usapan natin is yung mga blue cars. So, ilan sa blue cars ang nakabukas ang headlight? Okay? We have 1, 2, nakabukas. Kaya lang ito, hindi nakabukas yung kanyang headlight. So, ibig sabihin nun, out of the 3 cars na meron, ang nakabukas ang headlight ay 2. 2 out of 3 of the blue cars are nakabukas ang headlight. So, ibig sabihin nun, mas marami ang nakabukas kaysa sa hindi nakabukas kasi isa lang ang hindi nakabukas. Kaya pwede natin gamitin yung word na most. Most of the blue cars have their headlights on. Okay? Now, dito naman tayo sa number 4. Sabi, blank of the yellow cars has its headlights on. The first clue there is this word. Instead of there, nakalagay its. So, titingnan natin yung yellow cars. Yung yellow car, eto, nakapatay ang headlight. Nakapatay ang headlight. Wala nang ibang yellow na car. Ibig sabihin, wala sa kanila ang nakabukas ang headlight. At dahil wala ang nag-fit sa criteria, we will use the word none. None of the yellow cars has its headlights on. Next, number 5, blank of the cars have their headlights on. So ito, of the cars na ibig sabihin lahat na ng kotse na pinag-uusapan, ilan sa kanila ang naka-on ang headlight? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wala na bang iba? Yan, wala na. So ibig sabihin nun, 5 out of 12 ang nakabukas ang headlights. Ang hindi nakabukas ang headlights ay 7 out of 12. Mas konti yung 5 kaysa sa 7. So, ibig sabihin natin na pwede sabihin na most, ang gagamitin natin ay some. Some of the cars have their headlights on. Okay? Now, just a quick little side note then right here. Itong number 3, which is sabi natin most of the blue cars have their headlights on. Dahil ang mga kotse na nakabukas ang headlights na blue ay actually 1 and 2, dalawa sila, pwede mo na rin actually sabihin instead of most na just 2. 2 of the blue cars have their headlights on. Okay? We just use yung mga words na ito when it comes to quantity dahil may mga times na kailangan din natin mag-estimate. So, tansyahan na lang. And tandaan ninyo kapag all lahat, most more than 50%, some would be less than 50%, and then none kapag 0. Alright? Now, I hope you got all of those correctly. If you didn't, that's okay. I'll be posting more questions on my Instagram account. So if you don't follow me yet, follow me at Laika Maravillo on Instagram. I also started my own TikTok accounts. Meron tayong at Team Laika for the educational content and at Laika Maravillo for the motivational content. If you want to follow me there for a little dose of learning here and there. Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends. Lalo na kung mag-exam din sila. That way, mas marami tayong matutulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers, join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlaika. Team Laika. If you're also interested to support this team by buying our merch, you can check out our website, shop.teamlaika.com, to get yung ating hoodie, shirts, caps, and all of those things that I designed for you. Thank you for helping me help more people through this channel. And yung mga kinikita doon, they actually go to our Hope Fund, which helps fund yung ating mga free na events, mga scholarships natin, and stuff like that. So thank you so much for that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe na. Hit that bell. There are more videos coming up really soon. I would hate for you to miss those. And as we always see this channel to never stop learning. Aja. Kaya niyan. I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now. All of the. Which one should you use? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, like I said in the intro kanina, pag-uusapan natin kung kailan tamang gamitin yung all of the, at saka all lang. Yung hindi naman na kailangan dagdagan pa ng kahit ano. Actually, may mga distinction yan at may tamang paggamit at kailangan nating himayin yan sa video na ito. Now, just a quick little plug. If you are new to this channel, we also have our Facebook page. You can visit it sa www.facebook.com/teamlaika. That is where I have updates ng mga upcoming video lessons, announcements kung may mga free worksheets, quizzes, or any free resources that I made for you. And that is also where you can ask kung paano makakuha ng mga reviewers that I made, join the online or live review events at iba pa. Alright? Now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to jump into yung discussion na natin, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so ito yung discussion natin. Anong pinagkaiba-iba ng all the, at all of the? Uunahin natin yung all of the. No, all of the, you have to think of it as yung lahat, pero may limitation dahil dito sa word na the. Now, remember when we talked about articles, di ba, ang sabi natin kapag a or an yung ginagamit natin, ibig sabihin, general siya. Pero pag the, ibig sabihin, the dog, or kung sabihin natin, di ba, the man for me, or something like that, ibig sabihin, isang tao na lang yon, nagiging mas specific siya. And ganun din yung rules when it comes to all of the. Pag sabing all of the, ibig sabihin, specific lang yung pinapatungkulan niya. Hindi lahat yung specific group lang na yon. So pag sinabi ko na all of the men in my gym class love to work out. Ibig sabihin, yung mga lalaking pinag-uusapan lang ay yung nandun sa specific na klase na yon. Hindi all men in general, as in lahat ng lalaking nabubuhay sa daigdig. Yun yung pinag-uusapan doon. So again, pag all of the, ginagamit siya for specific nouns. For example, we have this sentence right here. Sabi, blank students in my class are here. Now, dahil ang pinag-uusapan ng noun ay students, pero hindi lahat ng students na nabubuhay sa buong mundo, ibig sabihin, nasa klase ko lang, okay, ibig sabihin yung section lang na tinuturuan ko, sila lang yung pinatutungkulan, sila lang yung nandito right now, I will say, all of the students in my class are here. Again, kasi specific nouns lang or limitado na grupo lang yung pinatutungkulan kapag all of the, with the word the being there. Okay? Now, yung all the, naririnig natin to especially in conversations or in casual language. Kasi ito ay shorter form lang ng all of the. Again, kasi present na naman yung word na the. So, you can say all the, pero again, kung specific group lang yung pinatutungkulan or specific nouns lang. So, for example, instead of saying yung sinabi ko kanina na all of the students in my class are here, kung ang pinatutungkulan ko lang ay yung mga bata na dahil ito ay spoken language, ay alam naman nung kausap ko kung ano yung pinag-uusapan, I can say all the kids are here. So, kunyari, this is something na hindi ko ilalagay sa term paper, hindi ko ilalagay sa dyaryo or any publication. Pero kung meron akong, for example, co-teacher lang na nagtanong sa akin, andyan na ba yung mga estudyante mo? I can just say, all the kids are here. Okay? So again, kung casual siya, pwede mong sabihin na all the. Pero kung nag-aaral ka pa lang ng language or nagsusulat ka, it's better to always use na lang yung all of the para hindi ka magkamali. Kasi again, you can use all the but only for casual conversation. Okay? Now, yung all naman. Ang all, dahil wala na yung word na the, is something that we use for general nouns. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi kong all kids, ibig sabihin lahat ng bata sa buong mundo. Okay? Pag sinabi kong all children love to play, ibig sabihin nun, literal na lahat ng bata sa buong mundo ay mahilig maglaro. Hindi na lang dun sa specific area or group na yon. So an example would be something like this. Black students are expected to listen to their teachers or to teachers. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi kong all students are expected to listen to teachers, yan sa estudyante sa loob ng klase ko, hindi lang yan sa estudyante sa loob ng klase mo, lahat ng students sa buong mundo. Okay? Sa buong mundo. Okay? Ay nagfi-fit sa bill na yan. So again, pag sinabi natin na all of the men in my gym love to work out, sila lang yung mga lalaki na nasa gym. Pero pag sinabi ko na all men love to work out, ibig sabihin lahat ng lalaki sa buong mundo. Which is, I don't think naman totoong totoo. So again, yun yung difference nun, yung word na the. Kapag all of the, specific. Kapag all lang, general na siya. Okay? Now, we have to really ask ourselves every time na lalabas to sa exam, sa fill in the blanks, or sa sentence correction, kung tama ba yung paggamit sa kanya. So, you have to put yourself sa shoes nung nagsasalita to think kung ano ba talagang pinatutungkulan niya. Is it all of the nouns sa buong mundo or yung nasa specific na group lang na yon? Hihimayin mo ngayon bawat sentence. Alright? So, tingnan natin dito sa quick quiz. Dalawa na lang ang pagpipilian natin. Again, kasi yung all the naman is just a casual form of all of the. You just need to fill in the blanks kung all o all of the ba yung ilalagay natin. Okay? I'll give you time and then at the end, I'm going to discuss kung ano yung mga tamang sagot. Okay? If you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. All right, let's see how you did. So, isa-isay natin per sentence ito. Sabi, the statement, blank people are given the same opportunities in life simply isn't true. Okay? So, ang statement daw ay blank people are given the same opportunities in life. Ano ba tong people na to? Is it people sa specific na group or lahat ng people sa buong mundo? Now, dun sa konsepto nung quote itself, ang sinasabi niyan is lahat ng tao sa mundo. So, this will just be all. All people are given the same opportunities in life, and that simply isn't true. Dito na tayo sa second sentence. Sabi, blank children are born with talents and abilities, but not blank people have the chance to maximize these gifts. So, ano kaya yung gustong sabihin ng author? Ano gusto kong sabihin sa sentence na ito? Sino tong children na to? Yung children ba na to ay lahat ng batang pinapanganak sa mundo? Yes, 'di ba? Kasi ang point niya is that lahat ng tao ay pinapanak with gifts and abilities. Yun yung gusto kong sabihin dito sa sentence na to. So this will just be all. Okay? Again, lahat ng children, regardless sa status in life or sa bansa or anything else, lahat ng bata ay pinanganak na may talent. But not blank people have the chance to maximize these gifts. Sino ulit tong people na ito? Sino yung pinatutungkulan? Okay? Eto bang statement na ito ay totoo rin para sa lahat ng tao? Not all people have the chance to maximize these gifts. Totoo ba? Yes. Diba? Hindi lahat ng tao ay may kakayanan to maximize these gifts. So this will still be all. Okay? Kasi lahat ng tao included dun sa statement. And this is true for everyone. Okay? Next, it's easier for blank kids who live in exclusive villages. Okay? So mas madali daw para dito sa mga kids na to. Ngayon, sino ba tong mga kids na to? Lahat ba ng kids sa buong mundo? Eh, nakakabit naman din yun sabi, who live in exclusive villages, di ba? Yan yung kids na yan. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lahat ng mga bata pinag-uusapan. Yun lang na mga nakatira sa mga exclusive villages or yung mga mayayaman lang. So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging sagot ko dyan would be all of the. It's easier for all of the kids who live in exclusive villages. Next, it's not as easy for blank kids born poor. So again, anong pinatutungkulan dito? Lahat ba ng bata? Well, hindi naman. Yung mga bata lang who are born poor. So I can just say, for all of the kids born poor. Okay? So again, mas specific siya. Blank people need to work together to bridge this gap. Sino ba tong people who kailangan mag-work together? Okay? Ano yung point ng author? Ang point ko, being the author of this, is that lahat tayo dapat magtulong-tulong. Regardless again of kung sino ka. Lahat ng tao sa buong mundo. So, this will be all. All people need to work together to bridge this gap. As long as tao ka, you can contribute dito sa cause na to. This is my purpose. Okay? So, yan ang sagot natin. All of the, and then all. Again, kapag may the, mas specific siya. Okay? Hindi na siya applicable sa lahat. Alright? Now, I tried my best na i-integrate lahat dito sa paragraph ito as a sample. Pero, pag kayo ay nag-converse din with other people or nagbabasa, take notice of yung kung paano ginagamit ng ibang tao yung all of that tsaka all. Alright? That would be a great way for you to drill yourself. And I'll be posting more questions then on my Instagram account. So if you don't follow me yet, follow me at Laika Marivillo on Instagram and on TikTok. Dahil may mga topics na hindi ko didiscuss sa YouTube kasi masyado siyang demanding for me to produce these videos. I have a bunch of new content on TikTok then at Team Laika for the math and English lessons and at Laika Marivillo for yung daily motivational advice at mga tips at mga quotes. Alright? I'll see you online. Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends and mag-exam din sila. That way mas marami tayong matutulungan. And if you want to help support this channel, you can get our merch sa shop.teamlaika.com. That is where I put up all the shirts, hoodies, and the stuff that I designed for this team. Every peso that we get there actually helps support this channel and fund yung aking cause, which is democratizing education here in the Philippines. So lahat ng mga nag-order, marami pong salamat sa inyong support. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe na and hit that bell. Marami pa tayong videos na paparating. And I don't want you to miss any of those. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan. At kung may requests din kayo, don't forget to leave a comment here para maipila ko yan sa listahan ng mga lessons na i-discuss ko soon. Thanks guys for watching. As we always say, never stop learning. Aja aja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video and bye for now. modifiers and how can we correct them? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, this video right here is part of our sentence correction section or playlist. Dahil maraming mga people ang nagkakamali sa section na yun ng exams, if you're taking the civil service exam, college entrance tests, UPCAT, PhilSat, etc. Usually, may sentence correction section yan. At marami ang hindi napapansin itong common errors na ito. So, if you haven't seen the other videos sa playlist yet, click nyo na lang yung I button if you're watching on YouTube so you can watch the other parts ng playlist na to or check out the description box sa baba. We talked about yung mga punctuation marks, yung mga tag questions, iba pang mga cases ng modifiers at errors, comma splices at iba pa. So panoorin nyo na lang yung ibang videos for those. Today, it's all about the dangling modifier. And before we do that, just a quick little plug. If you want to join the online review program or get the reviewers that I made for this team, you can go and check out our Facebook page sa www.facebook.com/teamlaika. Send a message there so we can assist you sa kung anong product yung makakatulong sa'yo for your upcoming exam. Alright? And of course, thank you sa lahat ng bumibili na reviewers, sumasali sa programs because they do help us fund this channel and create more free content for everyone else. So, thank you sa inyong lahat. And thank you sa mga passers na walang tigil sa pagpopromote ng mga reviewers sa kanilang mga kamag-anak tsaka sa mga katrabaho or kaibigan nila. So, thank you sa inyong lahat. Now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to switch over to my PC. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so let's talk about yung dangling modifier. It's part of our sentence correction series. Again, if you haven't seen the other videos yet, at pati na rin yung misplaced modifier which we already posted before, you can click on the I button or dun sa description box sa baba. Okay? Now, ano ba muna yung dangling modifiers? Pag sinabi nating dangling siya, okay, di ba, parang mga hikaw, di ba, may mga hikaw na dangling, ibig sabihin nakasabit. Ibig sabihin, parang kumbaga hindi siya nakatayo or wala siyang matinong kinakapitan kasi nakasabit lang siya. Ibig sabihin nun, the modifier, which is a word or a group of words that should modify something, wala siyang subject na makakabitan niya or wala siyang subject to modify. Walang tigagawa dun sa sentence na yon. Now, these sentences, usually, they seem na parang okay lang yan or mukha naman siyang kompleto. Pero upon closer inspection, you would see wala palang doer dun sa sentence na yon. Now, an example of that would be this sentence right here. Sabi ito, stepping onto the field, expressions changed suddenly. So, ay pagka parang poetic pa yung datingan niya, di ba? Expressions changed suddenly. Pero the question is, kaninong expressions? Di ba? So, doon sa sentence natin, ang problema is, who stepped on the field? Sino yung naglakad? Di ba? Kasi someone had to do this eh. Someone had to do the stepping onto the field. Sino yung tumapak sa field? Kaninong expressions or mood yung nag-change bigla? So, walang doer or subject doon sa ating sentence. Nawawala yung subject. Okay? Kaya siya dangling modifier. Now, what do we do with it? Now, when we fix dangling modifiers, ang unang tanong natin is who is the subject? So, we have to insert yung subject or tigagawa or tigatanggap nung action na yon dun sa sentence na yon. Another thing we have to remember is if dadagdag natin yung subject, isisingit kasi natin siya dun sa sentence, we have to make sure that it's close to the modifier. Okay, malapit siya. Kasi kung hindi, magiging misplaced modifier, which is the error that we talked about before. So kung gusto natin ayusin yung kanina, stepping onto the field, expressions changed suddenly, kaninong expressions, and then ang gusto nating sabihin is that it's these kids, no? So mga young soccer players na babae, what we could do would be, instead of ganyan lang siya, idadagdag natin yung the girls. This right here becomes the subject or the doer. Okay? Nung action ng pagsistep doon sa field. Sila rin yung may-ari nung expressions na mag-change suddenly. So, kung gusto natin na ganyan yung pwestuhan nila, we will rearrange it like this. You have the first three parts ng sentence kanina, isisingit natin yung girls right here. So you have options, okay, on how to frame this. You could say na simpleng-simple lang, stepping onto the field, the girls' expressions changed suddenly. Now, if may question kayo kung bakit may may apostrophe dyan, we have a full lesson on apostrophes. You can watch that right here sa I-button. Ililink ko na lang doon. Ang ibig sabihin lang yan, ownership, no? Kasi all the girls have yung expressions na yan. Okay? Plural kasi yung girls. Kung isang babae lang yung pumunta sa field, ang mangyayari yung apostrophe should be right here. Pero dahil marami sila, again, doon sa picture kanina, it has to be the girls' expressions changed suddenly. And as you can see right here, yung stepping onto the field, yung action na ito or yung phrase na ito, nakakabit naman doon sa girls. So, malapit na siya doon. Okay? So, we're good with this sentence. Now, another option would be to say it like this. After the girls stepped onto the field, the girls' expressions changed suddenly, or we could say, para hindi pa ulit-ulit, their expressions changed suddenly. Okay? So that way, mas maayos yung timeline natin. Kasi, this right here is an entire thought na buo, tapos kasunod yung pagbabago ng kanilang expression. Okay, so again, one of two sentences could work. It's all about rephrasing and making sure na maayos yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Okay? So, ang task natin is maghanap ng subject, mag-provide ng subject, at isingit siya sa tamang pwesto. Now, it's time for your quick quiz. So, it seems like a simple lesson naman. I know you can do this. All you have to do is to look at the sentences, tapos, i-change nyo lang siya to make sure na walang dangling modifiers. Alright? And if you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. Sige, let's start with the first sentence. Sabi dito, to increase his chances of winning, more tickets were bought. Okay. To increase his chances of winning, more tickets were bought. But if you see right here, who did the buying ng tickets? Diba? More tickets were bought. Walang subject. So, kanino natin ikakabit yan? Meron tayong clue right here, kasi sabi dito, his chances of winning. So, the subject is a male. At siya ay mag-isa. Okay? Or singular. No? So, to increase his chances of winning, what we could say would be, he bought more tickets. Okay? So, may gumawa na nung action. Nung pagbili ng maraming tickets. To increase his chances of winning, sino yung mananalo? Siya, he bought more tickets. Question number 2, after writing the paper, the topic remained confusing. Now, confusing din tong sentence na to kasi sinong nagsulat? Yung topic? Who wrote the paper? So, missing yung subject natin. So, you could say na kung kunwari, ito ay babae, she wrote the paper, no? Or she still found the topic confusing. Pwedeng he, pwedeng they kung marami sila, pero pwede rin natin gawing personal or first person point of view by saying this. After writing the paper, I still found the topic confusing. Now, again, yung I, kung ang sinulat ninyo ay she, he, o they, pwede rin naman. Okay? Basta importante, meron ng subject. Okay? Meron ng person who did the writing of the paper. Kasi kanina wala. Okay? Ina-assume lang natin, no? Dadagdagan natin sa isip natin, pero walang tigagawa doon sa mismong sentence. Last, confused by the weather, it rained while the sun was out. So, sino yung na-confuse nung weather? Yung rain? Parang hindi naman, di ba? So, ang sinasabi dito is, parang may naguluhan dun sa weather kasi umuulan habang nakalabas yung araw. Or yung sinasabi natin, di ba, minsan na, may kinakasal na tikbalang, di ba? Yun yung sinasabi. Kasi matingkad yung araw, talagang maaraw na araw yun, pero umuulan. At the same time, umuulan. So, someone had to be confused by the weather. We have to put, again, magdadagdag tayo ng doer dun sa pagiging confused. So we could say something like, I was confused by the weather because it rained while the sun was out. Okay? Hindi ko naman kasi pwedeng sabihin na I rained while the sun was out. Kasi ang ginawa mo is you were confused. Okay? So you can rephrase it like this. Separate na lang yung dalawang thoughts. I was confused. Sinong nakakonfuse sa'yo? The weather. Bakit naging confusing yung weather? Because it rained while the sun was out. Okay? Now, again, you can use other alternatives sa pag-rephrase nito. If iba yung ginamit ninyo, feel free to write it sa comment section sa baba. Yan, ipapacheck din natin sa mga teammates ninyo anong opinion nila about your own revisions dun sa mga sentences na ito. Again, making sure na wala tayong dangling modifiers dyan. Okay? So, I hope you did really well sa quiz na ito. At pag kayo ay nag-exam, spot nyo tong mga errors na ito. Pagdating sa sentence correction section ng exam at dun sa choose the best sentence, hindi kayo mabibiktima. And if you want more practice questions, I'll be posting more questions on my Instagram account. So if you don't follow me yet, you can follow me at Laika Maravilla on Instagram for new quick quizzes. Nandun sa Instagram story natin yan. And you can also follow me at Team Laika naman for the throwback quick quiz questions. And of course, yung mga important announcements sa book pre-orders, review events, mga speaking engagements, free workshops, at iba pa. If you're on TikTok, I'm also on TikTok at Team Laika for the English, Math, Logic questions. May mga quick quizzes din tayo doon na iba pa doon sa mga pinupost natin sa Instagram. So if you want to catch those, follow me at Team Laika on TikTok. And at Laika Maravilla naman sa TikTok for the personal videos, tips, advice, motivational videos. At recently, I've been making a lot of day in the life videos. If you want to see those, nasa at Laika Maravilla on TikTok. Alright? See you online. Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends. Lalo na kung mag-exam din sila. Dati yung sarami tayong matutulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers that I made, join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlaika. You can also visit our shop para makuha niyo yung mga shirts like this, Never Stop Learning shirt, sa shop.teamlaika.com. Thank you for buying the merch. Thank you for supporting our cause. Thank you for subscribing to this channel kasi it just helps us help more people through this cause. So thank you sa inyong lahat. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell icon. We have more videos coming up. And as we always see sa channel to, never stop learning. Aja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video and bye for now. Splice, and how do you fix that? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now this video right here is part of our series when it comes to the common sentence correction errors and common grammatical errors na rin. Pero before we jump into the discussion, let me just share that one of the ways that you can help support this channel and our cause to democratize access to education here in the Philippines and just maybe the entire world, one way that you can do that is to be a channel member. So if you want more information about that, you can click right here sa I button for the video explaining how it works and what the projects are that we're trying to get funded. And of course, you can also check out yung join button beside the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. Alright, for the channel members right now, sa mga rookies at MVPs natin, you will recognize them kasi may mga badge sila beside their names whenever they write a comment or interact with you sa chat, sa live chat na ating mga premiers. Please say hi to them. Please thank them kasi they're helping us help more people through this channel. Alright? And now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to start the discussion. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so ito yung discussion natin on the comma splice. It's one of yung mga sentence correction tips ko sa inyo kasi ito yung usual errors na lumalabas sa mga exams and hindi siya agad napapansin. And what I did was I posted this as a quick quiz doon sa aking Instagram account. So if you follow yung Laika Maravillian account on Instagram, you probably saw this. And ito yung question that I typed. Francis was having a hard time. We had to help him. And then yung option na D is no error. And ang lumabas na results doon sa Instagram story is that yung tamang sagot, which is letter B, ito actually yung isa sa mga pinakamababa ang sumagot. Ang dami na sumagot. Most people answered either no error or itong letter C. Nagkamali sila kasi ang totoong mali sa sentence ito is letter B. Now, ang next question of course would be, paano yun nangyari? Or ano ang mali? Ano yung mali dito sa sentence na ito? Bakit yung letter B ang mali dito? Ang sagot dyan is kasi ito yung sinasabi natin comma splice, no? But if you want to learn more about yung mga iba pang errors na napag-usapan na natin, again, napag-usapan na natin yung redundancy error, double negatives, Haven rule, tag questions, quotation punctuation, and then ito na yung comma splice. The entire playlist will be here sa I button if you're watching this on YouTube, no? Dito muna tayo sa comma splice. Basically, nangyayari ito when meron kang isang independent clause, tapos, comma, kaya nga siya comma splice, plus another independent clause. Now, bakit ganon? Kasi, for it to be a sentence, okay, enough na meron kang isang independent clause lamang. Okay. Now, kung gusto mo magdagdag, what you could do would be to either turn it into a compound sentence or split it na lang. Okay? But not a lot of people know how to do that. Now, dito na papasok yung medyo kaunting cultural aspect, no? Tayo kasing mga Pilipino, we have a hard time ending things. Okay, medyo hugot din yun, no? Maraming mga tao, maraming mga Filipinos specifically, ang hirap when it comes to saying goodbye. And we have a joke about that, di ba? Kapag may mga family reunion or kahit nag-hangout ka with your friends, di ba we keep saying goodbye paulit-ulit, minsan 5 minutes, ihahatid pa uli sa sala, ihahatid pa uli sa gate sa labas. Sa sasakyan, panibagong babay na uli. So, nahihirapan talaga tayo magputol. And mahilig tayo magdugtong-dugtong ng mga thoughts. Thus, medyo prevalent yung run-on sentences at saka itong comma splice sa atin. Okay? Pero dito muna tayo sa comma splice. Now, what we need to do is to fix it. And if you notice, yung ating sample question kanina fits yung description. You have one independent clause, which is Francis was having a hard time. This could stand alone as its own sentence. Tapos, meron siyang kamang kasunod. Tapos, meron siyang we had to help him. Now, if you look at it, yung we had to help him, buo rin siya. Pwede rin siyang tumayo as its own sentence. So, dahil meron kang independent clause at isa pang independent clause na pinagdugtong ng comma, mali ito dahil may comma splice na nangyayari. Now, the next question would be, how do we fix it? We have 3 common na options. The first one would be to add a conjunction. The second one is to turn the comma into a semicolon. And then yung third would be to turn the comma into a period and just split them into 2 sentences. Now, medyo technical, huwag kayong mag-alala, iisa-isahin natin. Dito muna tayo dun sa conjunction. Okay? Now, kung familiar ito, kasi pinag-usapan din natin ito doon sa ating construction ng compound sentences. That is another video lesson. So, if you haven't seen that, dito sa I button sa taas, panoorin nyo na lang yon. Okay? Kung paano mag-construct ng compound sentences. Ang structure niya is, you have an independent clause, yung original na napag-usapan kanina. You keep the comma. Okay? Kasi hindi mo siya tatanggalin, hindi mo siya alisin. Pero maglalagay ka ngayon ng coordinator. Na ano ba yung coordinator na yan? Pinag-usapan na rin natin, actually last week, yung fanboys or yung ating mga coordinating conjunctions, yung mga coordinators natin, at kung kailan sila ginagamit isa-isa. Again, if you haven't seen that, nandito na rin sa I button at sa description box sa baba, yung link doon. Okay? So, hindi ko na i-discuss kung kailan ginagamit ang isa-isa na mga yan. Ang importante, you choose the best one, tapos isisingit mo siya sa pagitan ng dalawang independent clause. Now, how do we do it? Ganito. Gamitin natin yung sample sentence natin. Sabi, Francis was having a hard time. We had to help him. Dadagdagan natin ng conjunction. So, dun sa fanboys, di ba, we have for, and, nor, but. or, yet, and so. Ano kaya ang perfect for this? Now, ang sabi, ito yung nangyayaring una, nahihirapan siya. Ito yung naging consequence nung sitwasyon. Ito yung kinailangan nilang gawin after this. So ako, ang ilalagay ko dito, just to correct yung comma splice, lalagyan ko lang siya ng so. Okay? So, Francis was having a hard time, so we had to help him. Again, keep the comma, add a conjunction. That is option number 1. Option number 2, you have your independent clause, comma and independent clause, comma splice yan. So, ang gagawin ko lang, this is a really simple fix, yung comma gagawin ko siyang semicolon. Okay? Kasi, ang semicolon is stronger than a comma in that pwede siyang maghati nung dalawang independent clause. Pwede niya na to i-bridge. Okay? Now, we also have a video discussion on the semicolon and how to use that. Hindi lang para dito, pero sa iba pa niyang mga gamit. If you haven't seen that yet, nakalink na rin siya dito sa taas, sa description sa baba. Okay? Kasi iba yung semicolon sa colon. Ang colon looks like this, no? Ano naman siya? Dalawang dot na ganyan. So, magkaiba yan, ha? Again, semicolon ang ginagamit to fix yung comma splice. So, we have yung example natin kanina. Francis was having a hard time. We had to help him. Simple fix, gagawin ko lang, semicolon ito. Diba? Semicolon na siya, okay na siya. Now, a quick reminder here. Kapag semicolon ang ginamit natin, hindi natin kailangan i-capitalize itong letter na ito. Okay? Unless nakakapitalize na talaga siya in the first place, ibig sabihin, pangalan yan or yan ay proper noun. In that case, hayaan mo lang siya or kung I siya, di ba? Kasi ang I capital siya, yun, hindi natin kailangan baguhin. Pero dahil hindi naman, you leave it na maliit lang siya na letter. Okay? So, ganyan, okay na yan. Third option, comma to period. Ibig sabihin, you have your independent clause, comma, independent clause. Ang gagawin natin, yung comma na to, gagawin natin siyang period, magiging dalawang sentence na siya. Pero, we have to na dahil dalawang sentence na siya, you have to make sure that the first letter of the second independent clause ay capital na. Okay? Para madaling tandaan, silipin uli natin yung ating example. Francis was having a hard time. We had to help him. Ngayon, ito, gagawin ko na siyang period. Okay? At dahil ginawa ko siyang period, itong W na to, gagawin ko siyang capital W. Dalawang sentence na siya. You have the first sentence, Francis was having a hard time. Second sentence, we had to help him. Okay? So again, minsan, para hindi tayo magkaroon ng error, hindi tayo magkamali, oras na para maghiwalay. Okay? So isang sentence dyan, para maayos yung error. Okay? Now, para mas ma-solidify ito sa inyo, I will give you a quick quiz. It's basically a passage na may mga naka-embed na mga comma splice sa ibang mga sentences. I want you to pick those out. Pwede nyo siyang ayusin kung paano nyo siya gusto. Okay, ang importante is ma-spot nyo sila. Okay, and if you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. So, ito pa rin yun. Hinati ko lang para may space ako to write things, no? Iisa-isahin natin yung lines. Sabi dito, I'll admit that I used to spend more time doing nothing, comma. So, meron siya na may red flag na doon. I let time slip between my fingers. Now, buo ba itong sentence? Yes. Buo rin ba ito? Yes. So, ibig sabihin, comma splice ito. Kailangan ko siyang tanggalin. Ang gagawin ko na lang, para madali, lalagyan ko lang siya ng dot sa taas. Yan. Semicolon na siya. Okay na yan. Okay? So, I'll admit that I used to spend more time doing nothing. I let time slip between my fingers. Okay, next. There were always so many things to do. I had so little time. Again, comma ito. Check natin. Buong sentence ba ito? Independent clause ba ito? Yes. Ito, independent clause ba ito? Yes. Okay? So, ayan, may option ako. Sa akin, ang preference ko for this, dahil may relationship yung dalawang sentence na ito, no? Sabi, marami akong kailangan gawin. Pero, I had so little time. So, dahil meron siyang contrast, I would choose to insert a but. Here, or, yet. Okay? So, may options ko dito, either but or yet. Anong mas strong? Tingnan natin uli. So, gawin ko na lang yet. Yan. So, there were always so many things to do, yet I had so little time. Next, I knew it's important to accomplish everything. I didn't know where to start. Now, again, pwede na semicolon na lang gawin yung semicolon lahat yan. Pero ang problema doon would be stylistically, tsaka yung rhythm ng iyong piece, pag puro ganun yung ginagawa natin, medyo repetitive, medyo masakit sa mata, or masakit din sa tenga pakinggan. So, gagawin natin ng medyo kaunting pagkakaiba. This time, ang gagawin ko naman, ilalagay ko dito is but. Bakit? Kasi alam niya naman, di ba? Sabi niya, I knew it's important to accomplish everything. Kaya lang, hindi niya alam kung saan magsisimula. So, ang perfect dyan would be but I didn't know where to start. Okay? Next part. It took time, may comma, and a lot of mistakes, another comma here, before I figured out a method that worked for me. Now, the question here would be, eto ba? Okay? Eto, paano, kailangan ko ba siyang paghiwa-hiwalayan? Now, if you notice, itong pinakamalaking part, which is before I figured out a method that worked for me, is not an independent clause. Okay? Ito, pwede pa siguro, pero hindi. Pero hindi yung kasunod, so ibig sabihin hindi ko sila pwedeng paghiwalayin. This is actually a trick here. Kung pinilit nyo siya paghiwalayin, mali yun. Kasi kailangan natin siya iwanan. Hindi ko yan pwedeng mapag-split kasi hindi sila parehong independent clause. Okay? Next, I make a list of every task. I rank them by importance and urgency. Okay? So, what I could do here would be, again, semicolon na lang dyan para simple. Or again, you can add a conjunction. Siguro pwedeng and. Yan. Kasi I make a list of every task and I rank them by importance and urgency. Pwede yon. Next, I prioritize ones that are both urgent and important. I work on the easy ones that I know I'll enjoy in between. Okay? So, again, pwede kong gawan ng conjunction dyan. Pwede natin gawing and. Or, dahil hindi pa natin nagagawa since kanina, pwede natin gawing period na lang ito. So, I prioritize ones that are both urgent and important. And then, I work on the easy ones that I know I'll enjoy in between. Okay? So again, ang importante dito na takeaway would be, hindi pwede na dalawang independent clause na hahati ng comma. You have to really split them, add a conjunction, or turn the comma into a semicolon to fix it. And pag nakita niyo yan sa sentence correction section ng inyong exams, make sure that you mark that as an error. Okay? I'll be posting more exercises on my Instagram account, so if you don't follow me yet, you can follow me at Laika Maravillo on Instagram and at Team Laika for the older videos and the older quick quiz throwbacks at maraming mga major announcements. And of course, you can follow me on TikTok then at Team Laika for the quick quizzes then that I post there, mga educational videos, math and English, and sa at Laika Maravilla naman for the personal stuff, mga vlog type na videos, a look into my personal life, and of course, yung mga motivational videos and advice. Okay? See you online. Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you didn't, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends. Lalo na kung mag-exam din sila. Dati mas marami tayong matutulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers that I made, join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlaika for more information. Alright, don't forget to subscribe then. Hit that bell para hindi nyo mamiss yung mga upcoming uploads natin. We have more to talk about soon. And if you want to check out then yung mga announcements natin, of course, check out the Facebook page, the Instagram account, and you can also write comments sa baba if you have any topics that you want me to talk about next. And that's it muna for now. If you want to get this hoodie, well, not this exact hoodie, but something like this, you can also visit our shop. It's called shop.teamlaika.com, and that is where you can get all the merch that I designed for this team. And again, maraming salamat sa inyong support at salamat sa panonood hanggang ngayon. It's been a long time since I started putting up videos and you're still here. So maraming salamat. And as we always say, never stop learning. Aja, aja. Kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video and bye for now.